there, how's it going? So in this video, I'll be showing you how to set up a Spark and Pyspark on your local system, basically Windows. I'm using Windows 11, by the way, and I'll be running Pyspark through Jupyter Notebook as well. So the first thing you need to make sure you have is a JDK. I'm using JDK 8, so Java 8. So this is Oracle website. So you can download JDK 1.8 from Oracle website. So I'll put this link in the chat as well, in the description, I mean. So this is so you have to go to Windows. Uh, you have to basically download the JDK that is recommended for Windows. So I've already downloaded it, and after you've downloaded it, you have to set it, add it to the environment variables, right? So if you go here, right, if you go to the environment variable, click advanced option, it will take you here, right? Then you need to add Java home to the system variable. So I would recommend you go for system variable instead of the user variables. So what if you don't have it yet, right? What you need to do is click new and Java home, click Java, type Java home, then add the part of the Java home, the JDK, right? Add it here. So basically I have it in this, if you see here, I have it in my program files, then Java, then JDK 1.8. So after you've added this bit, right, the next thing you need to do is go to the paths and edit the path and append the a bin folder to the overall path, which is this one, right? So then you click OK, OK, OK. Now go to CMD, the command prompt, and type Java version. It should it should show you the version of the Java you have, right? And another thing you can do is to verify the uh, environment variable you've added. So say Java home, and it will show you this path, right, where you have the Java, right? The next thing you need to do is install Spark. So if you go here and type a download Spark on your um, uh, browser, right, and you click this one, it will take you here. So basically, it will take you to this page. So this is the latest version of Spark, right? And then here in step 3, you download this one. So here, this is the built for Apache Hadoop 3.3 and later. So you can, so when you download this one, right, it will it will if you click that link, right, it will take you here. So you just need to click this one. So if you click this one, it will be downloaded. Then you go to your download folder, and you will have that file here. So what you need to do here is extract this file. So if you right click it and click extract all, so you don't want to extract it in the download directory. So you choose a directory a different directory. In my case, if I go to my OS, the C drive, then I have user, then inside the user I have my name. So this folder, I'll be downloading, extracting Spark into it. So if I select the folder, so this is the folder, right? So I say extract, show extracted file when complete, right? So extract everything. Now it's extracting. So now if I go to that folder, which is this one, right? I can see the Spark folder that I just extracted, right? So if I click here, I can see everything here, right? So now if you open a new command, prompt, right? CMD, and you type Spark, Spark shell, Spark shell. So, okay, nothing is happening here. So what you need to do, so what the next step we need to do is add Hadoop, right? So we need to download Hadoop. If you go to browser and click and type download download when you this, so it will show you this one. I've checked this one, right? It doesn't have the latest version, but if you go to this one, um, see darlings, right? So if you click this one, it will take you here. And this one has the Hadoop version. The latest version is 3.3.5. You can download this one. But the one I have locally is 3.1.0. But since you are using the latest Spark version, make sure you have the compatible Hadoop version, right? So if you go to the folder, right, and you scroll all the way down, you see when you take the Excel, open this one and click the download here. So this will be downloaded. So if you go to the download folder, so if you go to the download folder, right, um, this is the one YouTube that's downloaded. So what you can do is copy this. Uh, now what I will do is I'll go to that file where the folder where I have a Spark extracted into, and I've created a folder called Hadoop. And inside this folder, I have another folder which it has different version of WinUtils. I'm going to create a new uh, folder and call this one. No, I pasted this one. So I'll create a new folder and we call this one WinUtils WinUtils 3.3.5, I think. So inside this folder, I'm going to create another folder called bin. So say bin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this file. First of all, I'm going to get rid of that this. All right. So I'm going to move this folder into the bin folder I've created here. So now I have the one util 3.5, 3.3.5 in this bin directory. So what I'm going to do is going to open the system variable, right? Advanced option, then environment variable. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to add new variable. So I'll say Hadoop home. So Hadoop home, and if I go back here, so this is Hadoop, right? This is this is the folder. If I go into this 3.3.5, so I'm not going to go into the bin directory. I'll just copy a folder that has the bin folder, right? Put it here and I have to press OK. So now I'm going to edit the paths. So now what I'll do is I'll go into the bin directory um, and add new. I'll put the whole part here and I'll click OK. Okay. Okay. So now we have the Hadoop environment set up. Wait. Okay, I need to open a new CMD. Okay. So you can see we have the Hadoop part. Mind you, this is not going to start Spark Shell. So Spark Shell, let's verify. So it's still the same error. But what we can do to start this partial is add a new environment variable. So if we go to the system variable again, edit variable, go to okay, so you add new variable to the system variable. What we are going to call this one is a spark home. So just like we did for Hadoop, we are going to, we do the same for Spark, right? So here I'm going to go into the Spark folder, the Spark folder we extracted earlier, right? So I'll go into this folder, right? So I'll copy the whole part here and I'll go back and add it to the as a variable value. I'll click OK. Now I'll go to the part, edit the part, and add new. So I'll go into the bin directory here. Then so new, paste, okay, okay, okay. So I'll open a new command prompt. I'll verify, say, um, echo spark home. Now we have spark home. Now let's try again. Spark shell. Now you can see after we've added a Spark variable, right? Spark home variable, we're able to execute Spark shell command. So this is Scala. So if we try to use so if we try to use Pyspark, let's say Pyspark, you see what happens is it automatically taking us to the Microsoft Store here, right? And asking us to install Python. And if you go here, right, um, manage app execution area, right? And you see here, right, by default, the app installer is on and for Python and Python 3. So that's why it's automatically taking us to install Python when we execute Pyspark, right? So I'm not going to install this. What I'm going to do is install Anaconda. So to do that, we go here and say download Anaconda. So I'll go to Anaconda website and I'll download the latest version. Download. So this is downloading. It may take some time. Okay, now the Anaconda download is finished. So if I go to the File Explorer and I go to the Downloads folder, you can see Anaconda here. So if you double click this, it will show you this pop-up, right? Um, so what you need to do is basically click next and just agree to these terms and conditions. And then so install for, I'm going to say just me, right? It's recommended actually. So I'll click next and then a path. So I'm going to go for the same path where I have my Hadoop folder and Spark folder. So it's this part, right? So I'll just click next, and this say create start menu shortcut. Um, add an Anaconda to my path environment variable. Um, so it's not recommended. Um, the next one is register Anaconda as my default Python 3.11. So I'll say okay. And clear package cache upon completion recommended. So I just click this one. So this one, this one, this one. Then say install. Okay, that took a bit of time. So the Anaconda installation is now finished. So now you need to click next. Here, everything you love about blah 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 blah. No set to require get started free. Just click next and launch Anaconda navigation. Getting started with Anaconda distribution. So just finish it. So you can now go to the folder where you specify the installation path. So in my case, it's here. So um, you can see the Anaconda tree folder has been created. Now, if I go here, uh, you can see all these folders inside. So now try and type Anaconda prompt. You will see this one here. Right. So um, now if you type a Python version, so it's saying Python 3.11.5. So if you type a Pyspark, so Pyspark is going to be started on Anaconda prompt, but not on the command prompt. If you go to command prompt, right, and type a Pyspark, so it's still taking you to this Microsoft store, right, and asking you to install Python. But we are going to sort that one out. So now, if we go back to Anaconda prompt, you can see the Pyspark has been started. But this is not going to um, you know work like if you try, say for example, you're trying to create a data frame, right? So I'm going to say data equal to um, so if I say Scala 1000, then I say I want to create RDD, the RDD equal to spark context dot parallelize data. Now if I say RDD dot to df, see, I'm going to get error, and the error here is saying that Python was not found, one without argument to install from Microsoft Store or disable. If I scroll back, or disable this shortcut from setting manage app execution areas. So if I do what they ask me to do, right? If I go to manage app execution areas, and if I disable python.exe and python3.exe and execute the RDD again, I'm going to get a different error. And the error is saying, like, go back. So the error is saying that Python cannot run program Python 3, right? So this is the error you will be getting if you do this, right? So I'm going to enable it back. And to solve this issue, what we need to do is add um, Python to our path in this user variable, and also specify the Pyspark Python variable. So if I go to system environment variable now and click environment variable, so this part here, I'm going to edit it and I'm going to say new. So I'll go to my Anaconda directory and I'll just want this one as my Python part. So, so add this one. So once you add this one, um, let me put a backward slash. So the next thing you need to do is go to the scripts. So inside the Anaconda tree, right, folder, you have the scripts. So copy this one and add it to the part as well. So new part. So um, so you have this one here. Now click OK. And the next thing that okay, let's click OK here. Let me open a new prompt. Anaconda prompt. So if I say Pyspark, now if I say data, it got to Scala 1000. How did we got to data dot spark? No, spark dot spark context dot is data. Then how did it dot to yes. So here it's saying Python was not found. Run with the document to install blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm still getting the same error. The next thing I need to do is I'll go to the system variable again. So here in the system variable, I'm going to add a new variable and I'm going to say Pyspark Python. And what I'll do here is I'll go to the folder where the Anaconda tree folder, right? I'll copy this one. So if you scroll down, right, here you will see python.exe. So I'll put this one here, paste it here, and python.exe. I'll click OK. OK. And OK. If I open a new command prompt, Anaconda prompts, let's type a Pyspark. So I'll create a new data set, Scala 1000 rtg.to spark context lies parallelize the data, then rtg.to df. So now you see after I've added the Pyspark Python variable, we're not getting that error again. So now if I say I can say rtg, let me say df equal to rtg.to df, and let me say this one is popularity, no, language, and this one is popularity. Then say df.show. Okay, now you see we are able to execute program in Pyspark. successfully. So, earlier, right, we were not able to execute Pyspark on command CMD command prompt. So if I go to command prompt again now and say Pyspark, we should be able to do the same thing we did in Anaconda prompt. So if we say data equal to we parallelize the data, then we say df equal to rdd dot to df, then we give it the column for language and with popularity. Then we say df dot show. There shouldn't be any issue, right? So now you can use this. Say, for example, there may be a case where you have two Python installed in your system, right? Maybe your environment variable is not set up properly. You can use this command to see um, which part the Python, the Python you are using, right? Which one it's pointing to, with what's the location of the Python you're using, right? So you can import OS and also, okay, or you can just import SYS system, and you can say print SYS executable. So this will show you that we are using a Python, which is in Anaconda. This one here. Um, so this one here, right? So this is the part. And if you go to the command prompt, you import SYS and you say print SYS dot is table. So we are basically using the same Python. Now, we need to run this Pyspark on Jupyter Notebook. So if I click Anaconda prompt, if I go here and type Jupyter Notebook, so it should open a Jupyter Notebook for me on this new version of Anaconda. So on the browser, so if I go to so if I go to the browser, so here you see the Jupyter Notebook has been opened. So I already have this created. Let me create a new one from start. So if I go to new here, I go to Python 3, and a notebook will be open for me here. Import, um, I will try to import SYS, right? Try to print the SYS dot table. So this is running. So now let's say I want to uh, import Pyspark. So I'm getting this error, right? Module not found error. So the what you need to do to run a Pyspark on Jupyter Notebook is basically there are two steps. You can set up some variables, right? And the easiest step, I think, is by installing Pyspark. So if I go to my Anaconda prompt or your command prompt, since they are pointing to the same um, Python part, so I'll say, so if I exit this one and say pip3 install find spark. Okay, find spark 2.0.1. Okay, successfully installed as find spark 2.0.1. Now I'm going to restart the kernel. Restart. Okay. Um, so here I would say import find spark, then find spark dot image. Then now I can say import Pyspark. I'm not getting the error. Okay. Now I can say from Pyspark, Pyspark.sql import Spark session. I'm not getting error. Okay, now I'm going to initialize Spark session. So to do that, I'll say Spark equal to Spark session dot user dot, let me see, masters, just say let's say Tom dot Steve. Then I'll say app dot app name is going to be, sorry, the master should be local local, say I want to use all the processors, the cores, right? Then I'll say app name is going to be dot Steve. Then dot get or correct. So if I run this, okay, what's going on? Builder, okay, Spark session dot builder, okay, has not actively get or create. Okay, I think it should get or create, something like that. I think, yeah, it's working fine now. Now I can say, I think if I have some Spark code. So this data frame, so if I copy this one, so you can type it by yourself, right? So I just paste it here. So this is the data, and this is the RGD, this is the column. So I'll say df dot show, then execute this. If everything goes well, it should print a data frame for us. Okay, now we are able to get a data frame. So now we can run Pyspark locally on our command line, and we can also run it on Jupyter Notebook. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Have a lovely day, and goodbye.